Everyone, welcome to my channel. Today's topic is geometry, that is points, lines, line segment and rays. So here first of all I will explain you point. Point is denoted by like this way and we call it as a dot and or an exact location. For example, this is point A. Okay. Second one, straight line. So, straight line STRAIGHT, straight line. Straight line means extended on both direction. Extended, say, extends on both directions. So straight line means it extends forever on both direction. For that we call it as a straight line. Understood? Then next one is ray. A ray means a line with one point. This is a line with one point. We call it as a ray. After that, segment. Segment means a line that has two end points. Segment means a line that has two end point. This is one point, another point is this one. Understood? Next, parallel lines. So this is A, B and this one is C, D. So parallel lines means what? These lines that will never meet, these two lines that they will never meet or intersect. So we call it as a parallel lines. Understood? Parallel lines. Parallel lines means what? A line that will never meet, these two lines never meet or intersect. Understood? Next one is perpendicular to each other or perpendicular line, we will call it as perpendicular line. Perpendicular line means this intersect to form four right angles. So this angle, this is one side and this is second one line. Two lines are here. These two lines intersect to form four right angle. This is first right angle, second right angle, third right angle and fourth right angle. So 1, 2, 3, 4 right angle. So we call it as perpendicular line. Then after that, this is intersecting lines. Intersecting lines. Okay. First one is a dot or it shows exact location. For that we call it as a point. Okay. Second one is straight line or line. A line extend forever in both direction. Next, third one is a ray. A line with one point. This is one point and like this way it will extends. After that, segment. A segment has AB segment here. This segment have two end points. First one is A, second one is B. So segment have two end points. Next one is parallel lines. See here, this is one parallel lines AB. Next one is CD. So these two lines will never meet or intersect. So those type of lines we call it as parallel lines. Then after that, this we call it as perpendicular line. That line intersect to form four right angles. So this we call it as perpendicular line. Next one is intersecting line, means like this way, cross two lines. Okay. Next one is transversal. What is this? See these two lines and this is a transversal. Transversal. Okay. So transversal means what? A transversal is a line that intersect two or more lines at different points. See, one, two lines here. Two or more lines intersect at different points. So this is one point and this is another point. So this is transversal here. So for example, A, B, C, D, E, F. So here EF is a transversal for AB and CD lines. Understood? Now next one is angles. So here this we call it as corresponding angles. See here, angles on same side. So this is 1, 2. Same side angles. Two angles that lie on same side of the transversal. This is transversal. Understood? So what is corresponding angles here? Two angles that lie. So this is one angle, this is second angle, that lie on the same side. See, this side only, and for that we call it as a corresponding angles. So corresponding angles. So again another corresponding angle is this one, this and this. Okay. Understood? Next corresponding angle is this and this. Understood? See, on the same side corresponding angles. Another angle is this and this. See, 1 and 2 same equal measure, and this corresponding angle, this and this same sided angles. For this we call it as corresponding angles. Next one is alternate interior angles. So alternate means this is one angle, this is another angle, this side and this side. So these two are alternate interior angles, means inner side here. Understood? So inner side we call it as a alternate interior angle. Another pair is here, this is one and this one. So these two are alternate interior angle. This and this alternate interior angles. Understood? No? That has one opposite sides of the transversal. See, this alternate interior angles that lie on opposite side. See, this and this opposite side, and this is this one opposite sides of the transversal. This we call it as transversal, and these alternate angles are always equal. Suppose this is 45 degree means this is also 45 degree. Suppose it is 145 means this is also 145 only. So alternate angles are equal, have equal measures. Corresponding angles are also equal measures. For example, this is 120 means this also 120. For example, this is 60 degree means this is also 60 degree. Okay. Next one is, this is alternate interior angles. Next, alternate exterior angles. This one and this one. So this and this alternate exterior angles means outside. Understood? Again, this angle and this angle, alternate exterior angles which lie opposite side of the transversal. Understood? So this is what alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles, because inner side, and this one is alternate exterior angles, means outside. Understood? So here this and this angle and this, two pairs of alternate interior angle. Here two pairs of alternate exterior angles. Understood? And alternate exterior angles also, they same angles, means for example this is measurement is same. For example, this is 120 means this is also 120. This is 60 means this is also 60. Okay. Next one is vertical opposite angles. So vertical opposite angle means this angle and this angle. So vertical angle, opposite angles or vertical angles we call it as means two angles whose sides form opposite rays. See this opposite, again this and this, vertically opposite angles, what we call it as vertically opposite angles. Okay. Next one is adjacent angles. See, for example, this is 1 and this is 2 and this is A and this one is O and this is B and this is C. Now adjacent angles of AOB is 1 and 2. 1 means angle AOC, 2 means angle BOC. So adjacent angle of AOB is BOC and COA. So what is this? Adjacent angles. Understood? So adjacent angle of AOB is what? AOC and BOC. Understood? Then after this is complementary angle. Complementary angle. Complementary angles means the sum of two angles will be 90 degree. For example, this is 30 degree means this will 60 degree. While adding, we should get 90 degree. The sum of two angles measures 90 degree. We call it as complementary angle. For example, complementary angle of 30 degree is how much? 60 degree. Or complementary angle of 60 degree is how much? 30 degree. For example, complementary angle of 20 degree means what you should do? 90 minus 20 you should do. You will get how much? 70 degree. So complementary means 90 degree. While adding two angles, you should get 90 degree. Now complementary angle of 20 degree is 70 degree. Whatever measurement they will give, that you should subtract from 90 degree. Then you will get the complementary of which measurement they will ask, that measurement you will get. Here suppose if they ask complementary angle of 20 degree, so is 70 degree you should add. Now if you add these two, you will get 90. For example, if they ask 30 degree means you should subtract 30 degree from 90 degree. You will get how much? 60 degree. 60 plus 30, 90 degree. So complementary angle of 30 degree is 60 degree. Suppose if they ask 70 degree, the complementary angle of 70 degree is 20 degree. If you add 70 plus 20, you will get 90 degree, like that way. Suppose the complementary angle of this 45 degree is 45 degree, means 45 plus 45, how much? 90 degree. Which measure they will give, that you should subtract by 90 degree. Whatever this one answer you will get, that is the complementary angle. Next one is supplementary angle. Supplementary angle is the sum while adding you should get 180 degree. Supplementary angle. Supplement means 180 degree. It measures 180 degree. So if the angle of, if the sum of two angles is 90 degree, we call it as supplementary angle. Sorry. If the sum of two angle is 180 degree, then we call it as supplementary angle. Understood? 180 degree. While adding 180 degree should be. This complementary angle, while adding you should get 90 degree. Okay. Now here, suppose angle 1 is 30 degree. They will give. Okay. Now supplementary angle of 30 degree means what you should do? 180 degree minus 30 degree you should do. So 8 minus 3, 5. So which measure came? 150 degree. So supplementary angle of 30 degree is 150 degree. Okay. For example, if they ask supplementary angle of 60 degree, so what you should do? You should subtract 60 from 180 degree. You will get 120 degree. So supplementary angle of 60 degree is 120 degree. Understood? If they ask supplementary angle of 110 degree, then you will get how much? 70 degree. Supplementary angle of 110 degree is 70 degree. See, while adding 110 and 70, you will get 180 degree. Adding 60 and 120 degree, 180 degree. Therefore, supplementary angle means if you add two angles, sum should be 180 degree, must come 180 degree. Complementary angle means the sum of two angles is 90 degree. Supplementary angle is the sum of two angles is 180 degree. Understood? Then types of angles. So types of angles. So types of angles, there are, first one is acute angle. So acute angle means it measures less than 90 degree. So less than 90 degree, we call it as acute angle. The angle which measures less than 90 degree. Okay, what we call it as acute angle. Then angle which measures more than 90 degree and less than 180 degree, we call it as obtuse angle. Okay, so this is obtuse angle 120 degree. See, more than 90 degree, less than 180 degree. So if the angle measures more than 90 degree and less than 180 degree, we call it as obtuse angle. Next is right angle. So the symbol is like this way. Okay. So we call this as 90 degree. So the angle which measures 90 degree, we call it as right angle. Okay. Next one is straight angle. Straight angle means 180 degree. Exactly it measures 180 degree. The angle which measures exactly 180 degree, we call it as straight angle. The angle which measures exactly 90 degree, we call it as right angle. So in straight angle, how many right angles are there? Two right angles. 190 plus 90, we get two right angles. 90 plus 90, 180 degree. The angle which measures 180 degree, we call it as straight angle. Next is reflex angle. So reflex angle means the angle which measures more than 180 degree and less than 360 degree. So the angle which measures more than 180 degree and less than 360 degree. For example, 250. See, this is more than 180 degree, less than 360 degree. Then 270, then 320. So all these are the examples for reflex angles. Okay. Next one is angle. Definition of angle. What is an angle? So an angle is the shape formed by two rays meeting at common end point. Now this is one ray and this is another ray. These two rays meets at common point and this point we call it as vertex. Understood? Then this angle is represented by this symbol. For this symbol we call it as what? Angle. Understood? So what is an angle? An angle is the shape formed by two rays. This is one ray and this is another ray. So these two rays will have common end point. It is represented by this symbol angle. Understood? For example, if I give name AOB, so angle AOB or angle O or AOB, angle AOB, like this way also we can write. So angle AOB means here this middle should come, this O, or directly angle O also you can write, or AOB means above O you should write angle sign. Understood? Next, after that, parts of an angle. So parts of an angle means this is arm. Okay, the two rays joining to form an angle below. For example, this is OA and this is OB. Now OB, OA and OB are two rays. Okay, understood? Now common point. So OA is arm, another arm is OB. Understood? Next, after that, this we call it as a vertex. This is common end point of these two rays. So O is a common end point. Understood? So the two rays means OA and OB, two rays meets and forms an angle, and O is called as vertex. So this O is called as what? Vertex. Understood? So vertex of angle AOB. So this is an angle AOB. In this, OA is arm, OB is another arm. Then after that, common end point which two rays meets at a point and forms an angle. For that we call it as a vertex. Understood? So if you love the video, please like, subscribe and share. Thank you.